Question 15. Estimate the area of this irregular shape. Now, when you're estimating areas, first thing you do is count all the whole squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm not counting these at the end because they're not quite whole squares because the red line is actually in front of the black line. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Call this one just about 19. So I'll make that 19 whole squares. Now, the problem is, if you say your answer is 19, that's going to be marked wrong, because what you're not doing is you're not taking into account of all the bits I'm sort of shading in now. So these yellow shaded bits, this yellow area is kind of also part of the shape. And if you added up all this yellow bit, that would take it way over 19. So our answer must be bigger than 19. And it's not going to be sufficient to just say 20, because the yellow bit would together would make more than one square. So what we can't do is just add one square on to say 20. So what we're going to do now is we'll leave that yellow bit sort of shaded in, and we'll try and total up, put bits of squares together to make whole squares. So I would say this tiny bit here and this big one here would make the 20. I would say we've got another tiny bit here, and this one we could make 21. We've got down here, and this one we could say 22. We've got these two bits to put together, which we could say 23. Tiny bit along the bottom here, put that with that one, 24. This bit and this bit, 25. Now this is where it starts to get difficult, because a lot of these bits are more than half squares. There's about half a square here, so I'd say that one is half a square and that one's half a square up there, so that's 26. And then every 3 almost whole squares, I could probably count for 2 whole squares. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 bits and call that an extra 2. So we're on 26, so 27, 28. These 3 bits probably count for an extra 2. So I'd say now 30. And then these bits here, maybe 1.5, maybe. So 31 and then a half. And I think I'm virtually done. So my estimate is going to be 31.5. That's what I'll go for, 31.5 squares. Now, normally with questions like this, because it says estimate, they allow you a bit above and a bit below. So a reasonable amount to be below here is maybe 2 or 3. Any more than that, and you're going to be too far below. So I would say you'd probably be allowed up down to 28.5, maybe. And then I would say up to 34.5. If you're being really generous, we could say down to 28 and up to 35. But certainly outside of those boundaries, and you're going to be getting it wrong. So my estimate was 31.5. How close were you?